Hey, what a do, fight fans. We are back for the last semi-finals of the greatest heavyweight bumbleclot. No, I shouldn't say bumbleclot. Of the heavyweight edition. We got another two beasts in the ring today. Marshall, Turner, Canadian. Bro, tell me what's going on.
Thank you for that introduction, Lil Foodie. We have Iron Mike Tyson taking on the Eastern Assassin, Larry Holmes, in a rematch, but we have a prime Larry Holmes this time taking on a very similar Mike Tyson that fought him the first time.
Okay, so I know this one has a lot of context behind it, this fight. For me, it's hard to not give Mike Tyson this victory because, yes, Larry Holmes was very, very good at his craft, especially in his prime. The Larry Holmes you've seen that stepped in with Mike Tyson was old and slow and definitely sloppier. But still, if Larry was so elite, he wasn't old enough to get that type of beating. I'm sorry, he wasn't. He was old, but how old was he? What, 38?
I think he was 37 or 38.
Come on, bro. Only a couple of years earlier, he was in his prime. So if he was in his prime only a couple of years earlier, surely that Tyson fight should have gone longer. He surely, an elite fighter like him, that gets so much praise, which I agree he should get so much praise because he has that skill set. But surely, if he was that elite, he should have stayed a few more rounds with Tyson at 37 years old. Come on.
Well, first of all, 37, 38 back in the 80s is not the same as 37, 38 today. People's prime started earlier back then. People were winning championships at the age of 21, 22, and would fight until like early 30s, and then they kind of were on the decline after that. Now we're seeing guys, they don't really even get title shots till later in their careers. I think, what was Errol Spence, 27 when he got his first title shot? I think Kell Brook was 28, I think, when he got his first title shot. So guys aren't getting the start until later, which lets their prime go later. We have technology. It's a different game. So I don't think that's a fair argument.
Yeah, but I'm talking about skill set, mate. Skill set is always there. You should have especially his skill set. Tyson should be made for him. You have to keep him long. And bro, you're a fighter. You've been fighting your whole life, so you know the normal things that you have to do, especially when a guy is designed for you. You're taller, you're longer. Your game plan is to keep people at bay and counter them. You know, you just got sparked out.
Yeah, skill set is always going to be there for sure. But if your body's giving out, your skill set's not going to pay the bills. So my thought in this fight is Tyson had his toughest nights when he fought guys with great jabs. Buster Douglas was hitting him with the jab in the right hand for fun. People say, "Oh, he didn't train." His mom, Douglas's mom, just passed away. He had a good fight. Whatever. So be it. It happened. We've seen that fight. It's real. Evander Holyfield, great jab, gave him problems. Lennox Lewis, great jab, gave him problems a little bit later in his career. But tall guys with jabs give him issues. I think of all those guys, Larry Holmes has the best jab, and he would just be touching him with it too much. He'd find it whenever he wants. Yeah, Tyson's going to do his bob and move, but he's going to find home for that jab, and he's going to win a lot of rounds that way.
Okay, if he finds home with that jab, right? Even the Lennox Lewis fight, right? And old Mike Tyson showed his skill set, right? He showed that he can come in. He showed he can do that. He got knocked out. Fair enough. He was old. Remember, you want to keep the argument in? He was old.
He wasn't old though. He's younger than Lennox. He's just not in his prime.
Okay, fair argument. But what I'm trying to say is, if Tyson can find those shots, and do what he's got to do, right? Even against the guys who have good jabs, even the Buster Douglas fight, he dropped him. So even those fights, if he can find those shots, how can I not go off pure evidence that he can find a shot against me? Okay, an old Larry Holmes, but still beat that skill set by finding those shots. You know, he can find those shots.
So you don't think Larry Holmes could do what Buster Douglas did or Evander Holyfield did to Tyson?
I feel like no, I don't. I really there's a fair argument, but I don't think he can beat him. I just don't see it.
I mean, I see what you're saying. Definitely Tyson he's tough. Like, it's tough to put someone over Tyson. I just don't think I think the style's wrong for him. I think if he met up with somebody else, I would see. It's Mike Tyson, of course. I'd have him move on, but I don't think he wins. I can't really see how he wins this. I mean, I can see how he wins it, but I don't think the likely outcome is him winning. If that makes sense.
No, it doesn't, because this one's a head twister. I get it for you. I understand where you're coming from, but just deep it, right? Deep the guys he's beaten with the good jabs. Evander Holyfield, again, we're taking in prime, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Mike, in my opinion, again, you've got a video on your channel. He wasn't the same when he came out of jail. He was never the same. So you're talking about Mike before jail, the
Right.
iron, raw Mike Tyson, and you're talking about my guy Larry Holmes in his prime.
Yeah.
Bro, okay, here's the thing for you. How would the Evander Holyfield go before Tyson went to jail?
Ooh, that's an interesting fight.
How would the Lennox Lewis fight go before he went to jail?
I think Lennox always beats Tyson, to be honest.
I saw glimpses in that Lennox Lewis fight that gave me a bit more hope. I do see it as a very close fight, but I wouldn't write Mike out at all. Like it's one of those super close fights because Lennox's style matches up very well. And Lennox is, again, we can't really compare Lennox and Larry too much because Lennox is a bigger guy all around, taller, bigger, stronger. So Larry wasn't that, you know.
Well, okay, I can concede to that. I see what you're saying. We can't really look at the Lennox and the Holyfield fights because it's past his prime, not the Tyson we're looking at. Yeah, that's fair. I can see how Holmes gets knocked out there.
Got him on my side. There you have it, boys and girls. I'm going to shut it off with a W, with a big dub. I win. Mike Tyson again. Oh, Tyson versus Tyson in the final then. Here we go. The final is finally upon us. We have worked so hard to get to this stage. So please tune into the final between Mike Tyson and Tyson Fury, which will be next. Make sure to follow our socials, which are stated below before the video got into this depth. So, yeah. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. We'll catch you in the final.
Fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking this icon right here and hit the bell button so you can get notified every time we upload a new video. And we also have a free app available on iTunes and Google Play. So make sure you go and download that. Bye, fight fans.